This channel is supported by my online fishing courses at saltstrong.com/Skinner, as well as my books, including my latest book, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surf, Boat, and Kayak. Hey, these books make great Father's Day gifts. You can learn more about the books at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon. Yeah, good morning. Going to try for weakfish. They're not here for long, so I know there's some around. Give it a shot and see what happens. Yeah, I'm going to start on weakfish, then move on to something else. And all these trips, I always start by looking around a couple different areas, trying to see where I can mark them, and that's what I'm doing now. I'll have links to all the gear in the video description, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you look on the left-hand side of the fish finder there, you see the bottom line. If you look to the far right of that part of the display, you're going to start seeing some, basically, I'd call it clutter, starting to show up over there. And that's what I'm watching for. Any little bit of clutter, especially right near the bottom. That's weakfish. They have big swim bladders, and they echo very well on sonar. So, they're going to show up. So, I see something there. The cool thing about the trolling motor, I'll just hit spot lock, and, I won't overshoot that. Where I saw it, I'm going to stop the boat right on that. And this is Eastern Long Island. And the rig is pretty simple at the bottom. I've got an A27 Diamond Jig glow in the dark, 1 foot above that, on a 3/0 Gamakatsu bait holder hook. I have a Salt Strong John Skinner Mossy Mullet. It's a 3.5 inch. And you see you drop it to the bottom, sweep it up, tap bottom, sweep it up, and it gets them. Oh, there it is. Ooh, better one. Oh, was that a bluefish? That was a bluefish. That was 100% a bluefish. That is not the target. Oh, that can be bad, especially big bluefish, which is what these usually are in here. If there's a lot of them, they eat the weakfish. They'll chew those suckers up. One time last year, we saw these little white things floating on the surface of the water. It turned out to be weakfish swim bladders, because the blues had got into a school of weakfish and just chewed those things up, and the swim bladders all floated to the surface. So I'm going to stay on this spot. It's just one. We'll see if there's going to be more of them. Okay, a really small one to start, but what I've been seeing is that when I have marked fish on previous trips and you get them, you get a mix of sizes. So you might get a tiny one like that, and the next one could be a 5-pounder. So, there is a mix there. So the fact that was a small one is not going to cause me to move. It's just kind of reinforces that I've got weakfish under the boat. Oh, there we go. Oh, it was a good one. Yeah, the marks are good and instant hookup. And I'm spot lock, so this is good. I believe I found some. I gotta say, kind of almost feels like he's foul hooked though. I felt the hit. Yeah, he's gonna be foul hooked. Yep. Let's see. Good marking, good marking. right, that's a good one. Relatively. Okay. Oh, really good marking here. It's a good one. That is a decent weakfish. Ooh, yeah. Right there. All right, let's watch from the other angle for a bit. Just set that camera up, and I'm still on the same spot locked. This is the next drop down. And as I've mentioned on my last couple of videos, that outfit I'm wearing, the slickers and the top, Bimini Bay, this stuff I wear like all the time, they have a deal until Father's Day, $100 for the whole set, pants and jacket. So there's a link to that in the video description. But as it's been happening this spring, you know, I just can't seem to stay on them. This is like 15 minutes later, and I had to move around a little bit and try to find some more fish. No. All right, I've come off a spot lock now. Try to just drift a little bit. I'm going to use the trolling motor kind of like a drift sock, try to cut down the wind component of the drift. But I just want to, I know they're kind of like in this area here, so I just want to cover a little ground, see if I can see them on the fish finder. I'm actually giving up here. I'm reeling up, but then I see them on the fish finder. I change my mind. Oh, and now for something completely different. I've moved around about 7 or 8 miles. I was going somewhere, and then I saw birds and fish on top, so I grabbed the spinning rod with the mossy mullet on there that worked so well a couple weeks ago for bass, including one very large one. And not quite sure what I'm dealing with here. Yeah, and I ended up with 8 weakfish. I mean, not horrible. I didn't spend a lot of time there. It's nothing like it's been the last couple of years. Well, that's the end of that lure. Yeah, I see clearly that's a big bluefish. I've got this little 3.5-inch lure on a 30-pound leader. I expect to get bitten through. Okay, well, I'm not going to keep doing this. I'll just lose a lot of gear. But what's on my mind is, my regular viewers might know that every 6 months or so I pick up a fly rod. I had an 8-weight that I've used like off the beach and wading, and yeah, I've caught some big blues on it, some stripers, fair number of stripers. But I've got a brand new 10-weight, and I've had it out once this year. My casting was really poor. So let's pick it up from there with my new fly rod. Wow. That wasn't the worst ever. I just have to strip it fast. Oh, come on! I'm not stripping it fast enough. And I gotta shorten this damn leader. Alright, gotta drift into him this time. Alright. This is gonna be it. I can feel it. Let's make some reasonably good casts. Oh, come on. A couple of viewers who watched the recent attempt of this mess suggested that I keep that rod tip lower for retrieving, and yeah, that has helped a lot. I can get a better strip on the fly. I still, watching this, don't think I'm keeping the tip low enough. Gotta go faster. I see that. I really need a shorter leader. The leader's killing me. Oh, it's much easier with with a shorter leader. Oh, and oh, it came tight, but I just didn't get the hook set. Oh. All right, making progress. Oh, that feels so much better with the shorter leader. Come on. Oh, I just... Come on, stay on. How do people set the hook? All right, it's not a big one, but I'm starting somewhere here. Plus, it's the second one I've had grab the fly on this. Hey, baby steps, right? All right, so my friend says put it on the reel. And so there's the reel. And don't skin the knuckles. Okay. Oh, ow! So maybe he's not as small as I thought. All right, now I got the drag set too. I don't even think he's very big. He's not very big. All right. I've caught big ones waiting. Okay, got the drag set. Okay, so the first time I've ever had a fish on with a fly rod in a boat. I've had in total maybe 20 fish waiting with my 8-weight, so different angle. Now what do people do now? All right, well, definitely not a big one, but I would be happy to catch a couple more of these. And come on, I had another one on this. All right, so this is 80. What am I doing? It's an 80 leader. All right. All right. Bay Outfitters for the fly. Alright. So look, shortening that leader just feels so much better. Yeah, another one just broke here, but what do we got? Wow, let's go back up. Alright, feeling better. It wasn't the worst cast ever. Oh, he's right there. Oh. I doubt that's how it's done, but okay. Can definitely feel the additional power on the 10 weight as opposed to an 8 weight. That click was the sound of my brand new $450 fly rod breaking. Well, there's inexperience. How are you supposed to land that thing? How are you supposed to do that? That is very frustrating. That is very, very frustrating. All right. And that's how you break a rod. It's called high sticking. You bring the rod way up behind you. You put a wicked bend in the top section, and apparently it's way easier to do with a 9-foot fly rod than it is with a spinning rod. So here's why it didn't happen the first time. Again, this was the first fish I've ever had on a fly rod in a boat. You can see I kind of went up almost choked up on the blank. I was aware of the possibility, and you could still see the tip of the rod there at one point. So I didn't do that on the first fish. Second fish, the line is not on the reel. I kept it off the reel. I start doing the right thing here. But then what's going to happen is, it might have been to keep tension on the line. I grabbed it at the base. There it breaks, and we're going to see right here. Yeah, my hand is all the way down by the reel, and I, clearly had it probably like up over my shoulder or something, and put that bad bend in there. And that's it. So, hey, you know what? You can definitely do this with a spinning rod. It's apparently really easy with a fly rod. Oh yeah, please, fly people, tell me, what was I supposed to do? What did I do wrong? I know what I did wrong, but still. So my other fly rod is actually a Penn Battle, an 8-weight. It's an inexpensive thing. So as I narrate this, there's a Penn Battle 10-weight that I just bought. It's in the mail on its way to me. So I've got my fly reel, my 10-weight fly reel, spooled with that pricey line, and I'll be made whole again. So we'll see. I'll get there. All right. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out my online courses at saltstrong.com/Skinner. And I promise none of that stuff has anything to do with fly fishing. Don't forget my books, including my latest book, Fishing the Edge, Techniques and Tales from Surf, Boat, and Kayak. Hey, these books make great Father's Day gifts. You can learn more at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon.